All right. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, everybody. This is Tony C here with my brand new co-host, Nick D.
Fuck it. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
By the way, apparently
And
that
on I heard Morbius
movie
is terrible.
Yeah, that's what I saw. So
And it
sick.
pisses me off because I love Jared Leto, not only as a musician, but I think he's a great actor.
That was such an out of left field character, though. I think.
Yeah.
To get a movie.
Yeah, his own movie.
His own movie.
To be in a movie would be one thing, but to get his own fucking
to be
movie?
kind of like a C tier character, I think, from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And to get his own movie right away when you got other like more known and established characters have their own series on Netflix or whatever. He should have gotten one of those.
Yeah, he should maybe even just to build the character up. Yeah, to build the character up. If you wanted to eventually give him a movie, they should have built his character up a little bit more before just throwing him out to the wolves. Because number one, who the fuck knows who Morbius even is? He's in Spider-Man's universe. So
I just remember him from the cartoon when I was a little kid.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah,
he was just kind of like, in Sandman or Electro or Venom or whatever. When those guys were busy, Morbius showed up.
He should have been in the Venom movie. Is where he probably should have started. He should have started in the Venom movie.
Probably should have had he shows up and at some point like a cat, maybe an after credits thing, or
did you see
some kind of cameo? I still didn't see fucking no.
Oh my god!
So we gotta, I saw Suicide Squad finally.
I saw the new one.
Yeah,
it was all right.
I thought it was good. It was way better than the first one.
Yeah, the first one. The
first one's one of the worst.
They're really trying to get them to release the director's cut of that movie.
See, this is the thing with the DC things. They need to stop with the director's cut and just get it right the first time. What the fuck is so hard? What is so hard?
The scenes that I saw that were cut out of Batman vs Superman made the movie make more sense. And I said, well, why would you cut that out? This is normal shit that should have been in this movie that explained more things, and it gave them more reason to fight.
I feel like I hear that for every DC movie.
Every DC movie. So then and I think it was a money thing that WB was doing for a little while. They're like, oh, well, we'll release the theatrical cut, and then when we release
notoriously bad,
we'll release the DVD, and then like weeks later we'll release the director's cut of the DVD so they can get a triple hit. Right. So I feel like they thought they had like an algorithm, but people caught on.
Yeah.
And then Zack Snyder, unfortunately, his daughter passed away and he had to step away from Justice League. Biggest issue with WB is they're trying to catch up with Marvel. They're not going to catch up with Marvel. Marvel is in phase 4 of their plans of a huge extended universe.
Yeah,
DC should have just strapped down. They should have made Wonder Woman. They should have made a Batman movie with Ben Affleck when he was younger, because him being a Batman that's been around for 20 something years doesn't make any sense that he's just now meeting Superman. They should have done more Superman movies. They should have done the Aquaman movie. They should have done a Flash movie. They should have done maybe a Cyborg / Green Lantern movie.
Didn't the Flash just get arrested for something?
Yeah, the other night.
In real life, fucking idiot. Solid.
And then they should have done a Justice League movie. You don't do the big movie with everybody in it and then go back and explain who the fuck everybody is. Yes. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No.
I would have much rather them on HBO Max release a bunch of series.
Chances are you might get that with this Morbius thing. The movie sucks balls. So they might try and revisit it as a series somewhere down the line, or reintroduce him into someone else's shit.
Yeah, and that's
to try and right the wrong, because that seems
the whole multiverse of madness is going to fix anything they fuck up right now, or anything that was fucked up. But the so DC, the Flash movie, apparently there was multiple endings to the Flash movie, and
the one
that's coming out.
It's coming out. Okay.
So that brings back Michael Keaton,
Jack Nicholson.
That'd be funny. Apparently, there's they announced today that there's actually appearances of the original Batman and
Adam West.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like through a TV screen or something, where like they're gonna. I mean, the technology, man. I saw Eddie Murphy 1984, in fucking Trading Places too, or whatever.
I mean, I saw the last Halloween movie where they had
I don't think I did.
Dr. Loomis in it. That guy's been dead for how many years?
Yeah. I mean, they redid Terminator 2 with the original like stuff. So
Yeah.
like they can do it. But what I'm saying is apparently so it's got Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton. There's rumors of Christian Bale making an appearance. And now Patterson's been leaked that he's in it too.
So I know that they recast all the time and stuff like that, but I feel like it's fucked up that they're doing like hot potato with Batman.
I agree.
That's too big of a cat. Like they kind of did it with Spider-Man for other reasons.
Yeah,
Like,
they
like
had
Tobey Maguire
issues.
didn't want to be known as Super Spider-Man
And now
guy.
he's like happy as shit to be playing.
And now it's like, hey, you want to be Spider-Man? And the guy who fucking did Seabiscuit and disappeared for a decade.
yeah, pretty much what happened.
So
He pissed people off, and then he didn't work in this town ever again.
and then Andrew Garfield did the 2, and then he was
And
out.
people didn't like the second movie because it was too cluttered, and they fucked it up.
Yeah,
And that's Sony's fault. It's not Marvel Studios' fault.
that tends to be a Sony
Holland,
deal.
Tom Holland did it. It was great.
I
Everybody
like Tom
loves him.
Holland.
And then in the new movie,
Didn't say it,
I'm
but
not going to say things because you didn't see it, but
yeah,
I would definitely not sleep on that because it's awesome.
I am gonna say it.
But in the new, since the Flash didn't come out yet, we can talk about that one.
I just don't like how Batman is like
Batman's a staple.
Batman is he's like
He's the Captain America. He's the Iron Man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He's the original. He's the the first. He's the launching of DC Comics.
He's like the icon.
It's literally called
of
Detective Comics because of fucking
DC.
Batman.
Yeah. So like,
For you to just throw him around, and I'm with you on that because I am a huge Batman fan.
why is
You
he?
can tell.
I think anybody our age is a huge Batman fan.
Yeah,
If you grew up in the '90s and you hated the animated Batman cartoon, you're
something
fucking
wrong with you.
Stupid.
And as someone who loves Michael Keaton Batman. I mean,
Yeah.
1989 Batman, hands down, is one of the best things in the planet. I personally
Fucking thank you,
love.
Lois.
Yeah, that's one. I personally love. Everybody know I wasn't the biggest fan of Christian Bale's Batman. I really hated that last movie.
Still not the biggest fan of Christian Bale's Batman.
Yeah, I was not a fan of it. I remember me and you walked out and were like, "This movie sucked."
That was the Bane one, right?
Yeah, Batman Begins was good. It was a decent movie.
It was different.
Heath Ledger was the only reason part 2 was good, and part 3 blew a dick as far as I'm concerned.
If Heath Ledger wasn't in The Dark Knight,
It wouldn't have been anywhere near as good.
No,
hands down would not have been. What I personally, and I think, and a lot of people are rallying behind him now, even though they gave him a lot of shit when they casted him. Ben Affleck's Batman in Justice League and even in Batman vs Superman, it's fucking great.
I still have to watch that. I haven't seen his Batman, but it's like everything's so smashed together. It was like I feel like Christian Bale was playing Batman, and then a week later,
Yeah,
Ben Affleck's playing Batman.
even though it was like 15 years, but it felt like that.
Yeah,
because
now
they're
it's like
they're smushing it all around. It makes no sense.
now it's like you got another guy playing Batman.
Henry Cavill was great as Superman. How could you recast him as Superman? Like that makes no sense. He's like, and I'm willing to do it.
I don't know. I feel like DC can't get out of their own fucking way when it comes to making movies.
And apparently a lot of it is the executives of WB fucking up the movies. So the stuff I saw that they took out of Suicide Squad explains how Jared Leto's teeth are all fucked up and he's got like that weird grill. It explains why he has the tattoos.
Yeah.
It explains a lot of reasons why he is the way he is and why Batman's so brutal in Batman vs Superman, because he's had it because he killed Joker. I mean, Joker killed Robin, and he's done now. He's just done with it.
I saw the deleted scene from the Batman that they put out the other day with the Joker.
Yeah.
Wasn't a fan. But I know what that Joker is. It's like the new 52 Joker or whatever.
Yeah.
I know what it is and what he's supposed to look like or whatever, but it's like I feel like the Joker is kind of falling into the Batman thing where it's just like everyone's fucking playing him now.
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix
It's
is Joker.
too much too soon. You have too many people playing one character. It's like the fans
It
can't
ends up becoming a joke.
The
Like,
fans
who's it
can't
next time.
Yeah, the fans can't get invested into the character as much because it's not the same person playing them.
Yeah.
It's just happening too quickly.
So they did early screenings of The Flash, and people didn't like where it put Zack Snyder's universe.
Well, that makes you feel good because I wanted to see that just for Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Well, they start doing reshoots.
Okay.
So they're fixing that. And now they just did another screening
And
recently,
they-
like this past week. It makes Zack Snyder's Justice League the canon of, okay, this is the main, here's the main universe. This is what it is. But Wonder Woman 82 is actually a different Wonder Woman's universe, right? So it actually
Okay.
has nothing to do with Wonder Woman 1. Wonder Woman 1, even though it's parallel with another, it could have been the same no matter what. Like, multiple universes get very confusing, by the way.
We thought Terminator was confusing.
Yeah, this
Try
is
following
really
the fucking superhero
the
timelines.
yeah, the Marvel universe is really fucking confusing
Jesus
right now.
Christ.
But hopefully it will make sense in the end. If you watch Loki, you will understand how this works better.
I
So
gotta
I'm
watch
assuming
that.
DC is going to go into the same direction. So every universe is going to have Earth this. So if you ever read the Infinite Earths comic series, this is where everything kind of clashes together.
Yeah.
That's what the Flash did when he goes back in time to save his mom. And what happens is Michael Keaton's Batman is Earth 89 because that they're kind of going by. They call it that out of respect because the original Keaton movie was made in 89,
Yeah.
but it's Earth 89. Earth 1, we have not seen that Batman yet, apparently. There is rumors that Ben Affleck's is Earth 1. Earth 2 has been confirmed that Robert Pattinson is Earth 2. So if you picture 1, 2. Now, Robert Pattinson, I saw the Batman. Loved it. And when I saw the Joker, I wasn't sure how I felt about him either. And I understand where he's coming from, and they're trying to make it more real and all that. But I'm also on the team of it's a comic book.
Yeah.
I'm cool with space magic. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with weird shit happening.
Well, yeah.
Thor wouldn't make sense if there wasn't magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm cool with all that. So
Yeah.
them trying to make it, and that's what I think I didn't like about the Dark Knight series. It was too realistic. Amber likes the realistic side of it. I like a little more not realistic, a little more comic book accuracy, which I thought Zack Snyder and Ben Affleck did. It's got a little bit of real, it's got a little bit of the space shit going on, and I really enjoyed his version of Justice League. It's a little long, but he tried to, put two movies basically into one, and I loved it. And the remaking of Justice League with Suicide Squad Jared Leto is a different Earth in the parallel universe as the one in Justice League, in the new Justice League. So technically, they don't even connect properly. They probably cross lines somewhere, but they're two different Jokers. But they're the same Joker in different universes, basically.
So is Jared Leto going to play the Joker still?
Jared Leto
be fucking Morbius?
Yes,
that's crazy.
As Michael Keaton is the Vulture and Batman.
Yeah, that's fucking.
And
crazy.
now someone just went to Marvel from DC. Who was it? I heard Jason Momoa is making a move over there too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, and I'm fine with that. I heard something about Chris Evans coming over.
That's really going to confuse people.
Yeah, it's what's really going to confuse people is Chris Evans playing Johnny fucking Storm and Captain America in the Multiverse of Madness. Apparently, he's playing both.
How the fuck? Yeah, I was thinking of this years ago.
How are they going to do that?
Like, hey, this guy was,
but
the Human Torch. Now he's Captain America.
In multiple universes, it works fine. So in the Captain America universe that we know, he can.
Are they going to get those Fantastic Four movies right?
Never.
The
closest thing they have was a Silver Surfer movie.
That's the one thing Marvel can't fucking hit.
Yeah, and you know what?
It's the Fantastic Four
because Marvel doesn't own them.
Yeah, that's
the same thing with Spider-Man
too.
issues.
Yeah.
And now the deal is over with Spider-Man, so Tom Holland will not be the canon Spider-Man for the Marvel universe unless they make another deal. Apparently, they weren't happy with the deal Disney made them for those 4 movies, whatever it was.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No Way Home was the end of that contract.
So we're going to get a 4th Spider-Man?
We're going to get Multiverse of Madness. Again? Multiverse of Madness is going to open up the playing field for probably 10 or 15 Spider-Mans.
Well, if anyone out there wants to play Spider-Man, you have a shot.
Did you see who one of the Iron Mans are?
Jesus Christ.
You're going to be mad about this one.
All right, there are 2 roles that they can't recast. And that's Iron Man and Wolverine, because the guys that played them just own that character.
So apparently,
even though they were both hated on when originally casted.
Yeah. Apparently, in Multiverse of Madness, Hugh Jackman makes a appearance as Wolverine. But they're also going to introduce the
I just
new.
got 3/4 of a chub.
They're also apparently
Thank God
introducing.
this table's high.
It was hot.
It was a lot higher.
They're introducing the Marvel Universe's new Wolverine too, apparently, because Marvel acquired Fox, so now they have X-Men. But Patrick Stewart's in it as.
So they're gonna recast all the X-Men.
Yes, but it seems like they're having the old ones in
first
it
class
too.
people.
I think James McAvoy's in it too. That's the thing about the multiverse, is that literally you can have all these people. That's
gonna have 3 Professor X's.
They're probably going to introduce a new
They're
Professor
gonna
X,
all roll in the fucking chairs together.
unless James McAvoy continues. But they might do a new Professor X, but it's confirmed that Patrick Stewart's in it. He's in the fucking trailer.
Okay.
I think Magneto's in it, both of them.
Okay.
I heard Hugh
The
Jackman.
other guy they got to play young Magneto.
I loved him. Eric,
He's really
he was
good.
Great. So I heard that Wolverine as Hugh Jackman is going to be in it, and they're supposed to introduce a new
Just got excited.
version of Wolverine that's going to continue with the new universe.
I'm no longer excited.
And then there's going to be more comic book characters in Multiverse of Madness than there was in Endgame.
It's a Doctor Strange deal, right?
It's supposed to
I gotta
introduce,
get caught up on
introduce
that
Deadpool
guy.
into the MCU.
All right, so there's character number 3. So you got Iron Man, Wolverine, and Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds owns
You'll
Deadpool.
never be able to recast Deadpool.
He owns Deadpool. I can't. And he was another guy I think people originally were like, what the fuck?
Especially in that Wolverine movie.
Because his
That wasn't-
debut as Deadpool.
that is a perfect fucking example
atrocious.
of the fucking people getting involved that shouldn't be. You should just let these people figure it out.
Yeah,
Let's
fucking brutal.
Fucking Kevin Feige and all them figure that out. You know what I'm saying? John Favreau, let them two figure it out because they did a wonderful job with everything else.
Yeah,
Iron Man, and it's not a recast, but he's supposed to be one of the Earth's Iron Man. Iron Man. I don't know how to say that. One of Earth's
Okay.
Iron Mans, I guess is the word.
Man.
Iron Man. So
One of the guys that wears the fucking suit.
So like in the multiverse, you're going to
Like
see
Mark 87 or
You're going to
whatever.
see Tom Holland. You're going to see Andrew Garfield, and you're going to see Tobey Maguire,
Toby Seabiscuit
as 3 of the Spider-Man, and probably a Miles Morales. I heard they're going to try to introduce Miles Morales and a couple other Spider-Mans, maybe Spider-Gwen, shit like that in the multiverse of Madness movie. So with that being said, so that kind of can at least explain how that works, how different actors can play it.
Yeah. Who the fuck else is playing
Iron Man? So apparently
Robert Downey Jr.
is rumored to be making a role, a reprise role for a little bit.
Of course he is, because no one ever dies.
And Tom
Spoiler.
Cruise.
Cut it. What a fucking trash can.
Yep. Tom Cruise. And I heard there was someone else that would be another Earth.
Well, he drove Mission Impossible into the ground, so fuck it, let's go for Iron
The
Man.
last Mission Impossible was great.
Ghost
Protocol?
12?
Yeah, probably 12.
I stopped once the fucking one was so stupid. You have to kill me so I can come back stronger.
That was so dumb.
Because I'm fucking stupid.
I remember watching, I literally like turned the TV on and it was at that part. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, Mission Impossible 5 or 10 or whatever the fuck it was. And I was like, you have to kill me so I can live. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
The fucking J.
And then he shoots him in the fucking head. And then like a minute later, he's like, oh my God, thank you. Like, it was like, what?
Yeah. Thanks
Now,
for fucking killing me.
the one he did, I know they just made another one that hasn't come out yet, but the one before that, I think it was called Ghost Protocol or something.
I don't know.
That had Henry Cavill in it. That was actually really good. And you really don't have to watch any other Mission Impossibles to understand. That's the good thing about Mission Impossibles. You can kind of check in and out when you want. It's like James Bond. You can kind of check in and out as you want to.
But Mission Impossible sucks compared to James Bond.
The original James Bonds are amazing. I got a Pierce Brosnan autographed magazine over there, actually.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I got crazy shit down here, man. You have no idea.
Why do you have Pierce Brosnan's autograph on a magazine?
I won it on tour. I was like,
you won a magazine autographed by Pierce Brosnan on a tour.
I was on tour with Dive, and there was some sort of like thing, and it was like he had to answer a question, and I was like, manta rays or something. It was like something crazy that only I would know.
Pierce Brosnan trivia.
It wasn't about him at all. It was just that was the prize. And I was like, sweet, I love Pierce Brosnan. And I just found it the other day. I was like, holy shit, I forgot I had this. It's autographed on sealed in the thing. It's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah. So you had Sean Connery. I forget the other fucking guy's name.
So many fucking people played James Bond, man.
In between Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan, it was everyone played him. But I feel like it's Sean Connery.
The guy from Beautician and the Beast played him.
Yeah. And Daniel Craig.
I think that's the one everybody hates. The one that Beautician and the Beast. Oh no, the one after him. I think is the one everybody hated.
I think so.
It was that, but he only did the one.
Yeah.
Everyone hated was before Pierce Brosnan, but like he only did one because everybody hated him so much. Who the fuck it was?
I don't know. But I think Daniel Craig's really fucking good. But it sounds
and he hates the role.
It sounds like he's done, and I think James Bond is now a girl.
They were talking about. I think that
James Bond James Bond is done. It's gonna be a girl is gonna be the James Bond, I guess.
Yeah, like James Bond is not a man. It is just a name. Is a code name. Yeah. Apparently, that's how they're.
I don't know. I guess so they can have a workaround to get females and cast whoever. I guess
that guy. That was the one that everybody hated. Whoever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. George Lazenby, I think it was. Timothy Dalton was cool though. I love Timothy Dalton.
I don't think I even saw that one.
That was like a later one. Yeah, Roger Moore. Fuck Roger Moore.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Pierce Brosnan was the man though. How many he do?
He was. I think he only did two or three.
I
did Goldeneye, Tomorrow Never Dies, or something.
Yeah.
And then the other one was like A Good Day to Die, or something. Or
maybe I feel like it was 3, but I could be wrong.
Something like that, or maybe that might have been the name of the Die Hard movie.
Daniel Craig's number 2. I don't know. Did you hear about Bruce Willis?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, we won't talk.
We can talk about that, but
Sean Connery is number 1, of course. He was the fucking best.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis, man, that was upsetting news the other day. Amber sent me a text. She's like, "No, Bruce Willis." I was like, "Don't you fucking dare tell me Bruce Willis died. I'll fucking kill someone."
Before we do the Bruce Willis thing, just one more time. Fuck Tom Cruise. You are not Iron Man. You're Iron Man as much as Nicolas Cage was fucking Superman.
Oh God, man, those are the worst pictures ever.
So fuck off. All right. Hollywood, fuck off.
Well, yeah, did you know that he was actually the first choice?
Nicolas Cage?
No. Well, he apparently was first choice for Superman. Enough for him to try on the outfit.
Who the fuck is casting?
Tom Cruise is who the studio wanted
to be Iron Man.
Be Iron Man.
Well, good thing they overslept that day.
I think it was Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau said, "I think we should give Robert Downey Jr. a chance," and he came in and nailed the whole idea of what they wanted to do.
Thank God.
And
for
they
Jon
fought.
Favreau.
They fought for Robert Downey Jr. And then after the first movie, they were like,
"Well, they fought the good
leave
fight.
us the fuck alone. We know who we're casting."
They fought the good fight, but I guess in the end,
couldn't even imagine. Number one, anyone else is
hit
fucking
that button and hit that shield fucking comes up and you see Tom Cruise.
Oh, it's gonna be awful, dude.
If I'm dying,
I saw a leaked photo of him too. His goatee doesn't even look cool.
If I am dying and Iron Man is coming to save me and he hits that button and the shield fucking pops up, I'm Tom just Cruise. Like, I had a good run. I'm fucking dead. Tom Cruise ain't doing shit.
But like,
he's gonna jump on Oprah's couch.
I couldn't imagine anyone else as that character. But I really can't imagine Tom Cruise as that fucking character.
I can't stand
Tom Cruise is like the same character in every movie. He's like Ben Stiller.
He's boring ass Tom Cruise in every movie.
Yeah, Ben Stiller plays 3 characters in his entire.
Yeah, and his best character is in fucking Happy Gilmore.
Yes,
that's the best character he's played.
Oh my God.
Best character he's played.
Which is probably
he does have movies I like, but it's most of the time not because of him.
Well, yeah, Ben Stiller with Ben Stiller, you get either Gaylord Fokker, pretty much, which is Along Came Polly and all that, like a normal guy.
His best movie, his best character might have to be Dodgeball.
White Goodman, who is also the Tony Perkins from fucking Heavyweights.
Yeah, Heavyweights.
That is the exact
same guy,
same character. There's actually like a theory that it's in the same universe, and that he like after like he got in all that trouble with his dad and like went bankrupt. He like started that whole
Mhm.
thing with a whole new name and all that shit. Like, love it. Think it's hilarious.
Makes sense.
But that's one character, Gaylord Fokker, and like, Along Came Polly, and
He kind of
something about
plays
Mary.
kind
Just
of
a
the same
regular
guy,
dude, same guy, and then
kind of awkward.
Zoolander.
He's just
That's
kinda
like his
awkward, and then,
three
Zoolander.
fucking characters, and like that's it. I can't think of anything else.
So he's like full on dickhead,
Yeah.
or he's like stupid,
Yeah, like
like
just like
Zoolander. He's just fucking stupid.
yeah, like totally stupid.
And then there's the other roles. Something about Mary, Along Came
Just
Polly,
a normal
whatever.
kind of guy.
He's a normal
that's-
guy who's like awkward.
Yeah, and that's
Ben Stiller's career.
Ben Stiller's entire career.
Tom Cruise is boring as fuck. And then you just change the backdrop. There you go.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is like,
But he just stays boring as fuck.
you
just
got
change the
Risky
scenery.
Business, Tom Cruise, and then you got Mission Impossible, Tom
Top Gun.
Cruise, which is Top Gun, Tom Cruise,
Basically,
kind of
yeah.
arrogant, kind of badass at the same time. I am curious to see the new
Tom Cruise is only good.
Top Gun movie.
Tom Cruise is only good. The only movie I like Tom Cruise in really is Outsiders. But again, not
He's barely in the fucking
exactly. Exactly.
movie.
That's the whole.
Outside.
That's the fucking whole point.
I watched.
Patrick Swayze.
We were talking about Patrick Swayze the other day. Oh,
His holiday just passed.
yeah, we were talking about on Generation Animals podcast because we did the top action movies, and I put Point Break as like number 4 or something like that. Or
Top action movie, Point Break.
yeah, Point Break's a fucking great movie, dude.
I don't know the last time I even saw that.
And the remake's good, but Patrick Swayze, you got Patrick Swayze, fucking
Table's getting a little higher over on that side of the table.
hey man, John fucking Wick,
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
There's no Keanu Reeves slander allowed.
Not allowed at all in this fucking
No.
house, son.
Shouldn't be allowed
so
anywhere.
Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves, fucking Captain Crazy, fucking with Gary Busey,
Just for walking.
fucking.
Oh.
There's someone else in that
Busey
movie that's
is-
big in that movie. I fucking forget who it is, but talk about a fucking badass movie. I mean,
Jesus.
those
Christ.
3 people there alone is fucking just makes it worth the watch. And we were talking about that, and that was like one of my top 5 movies. It was definitely top 10, I would say, because we did 15 honorable mentions, but it was one of the honorable mentions, I think. And
Well,
we'll end up doing some cool shit like that too. This was just like a fun starter episode, which is gone pretty long actually.
yeah, I can talk for a long time. Apparently, guy had nothing to say for a long time. Has a lot to fucking say.
We're
now.
holding up for this moment, but
Got
we'll
more
start
to
doing shit like that. Maybe we'll do
I mean, you started talking about action movies, so of course it makes me think about Bruce Willis.
that's true. Maybe we should save that for the action movie
Yeah.
thing. We'll let that process a little bit more. If you don't know, Bruce Willis got diagnosed with I forget what it's called. It's a weird name, and so he's retiring from acting. He was actually in the middle of shooting a movie, and apparently he was having a really hard time with his lines and being on cues and shit like that. He was having a lot of issues or something.
He has trouble
Even like stuttering and stuff
understanding
like that,
language
talking.
and communicating.
Yeah, something
with
with his
words
some,
and-
like it's not brain damage, but it's like
I saw
something
it's-
attacking his brain cells.
I saw it's something that's a symptom of either having a stroke or a head injury.
Yeah, like it usually happens after that. So,
That's fucking terrible.
Bruce Willis.
So
meant
you
a lot to us.
Might not ever see Bruce Willis in public again, like
Probably not.
on a camera or
He's probably gonna
in a
just
TV show. You might just not
stay
see him
home
again
and-
until
and then probably until he dies.
he's only
unfortunately.
67. He could still be around for a while. I don't know how that disease or whatever affects your lifespan. I mean, if you just have trouble understanding words and communicating,
You can
I
live.
mean,
with
you
his
can
little,
live.
and be around his family for the rest of his life. He's got plenty of money. We know that. He's got to have plenty of money.
I mean, as long as his
Fuck
kids
John
and
fucking
whatnot are
McClane, man.
taken care of, I'm sure they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking terrible. It's not good to see something you like just you're forced out of it.
Yeah. And it's a shame. And he's a Jersey boy too, so we love him.
Yeah,
And that's a big part of our childhood. It's fucking Bruce Willis, man.
fucking Bruce Willis. I
A lot
watched.
of fucking
I
movies,
watched the
man.
whole 9 yards not long ago.
Oh my god, what a great fucking movie.
I love that fucking
Sleeper
movie.
movie too. People are
Jimmy
like,
the Tulip.
Oh my god! And the whole 10
Man.
yards is fucking hysterical too.
Yeah. they're pretty
9 yards
good.
is better. The
Yeah.
original one's better, but the second one, it's like Clerks 2, where like Clerks is great because it's classic. It's a classic movie, but then the second one's just funnier because they do weirder shit. In
Yeah,
the
they
second
had
movie.
the second one has like funnier parts.
The scene when
I
they
feel like
first
the second one's more quotable.
when they first see him, and he's like, he's got long hair,
Yeah.
and Matthew Perry comes fucking pulling up and he kills the chicken.
Mhm.
And he loses his shit over the chicken dying is one of the best scenes I have ever seen in my entire life, when he's just like, Blanche, Rosemary, Rhonda, tell the others there's been a tragedy. And he's like, over a chicken? And he's like, what are you doing here, Oz? Thought I told you never to come here. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, I guess there must have been something wrong. Like, and he's like, and then the fucking the dinner, he overcooks the dinner and it's like dry. And he was like, it's supposed to be just swaying in the liquid. And now look at it. It's just there and it's droopy. And he was like, like, he just can't believe it. And he's like, has he been like this the whole time? She's like, yeah, for a while. He's like, he's clearly lost his mind. And he's just saying crazy shit. And it's all part of an act.
Yeah.
Like that he's trying to like make it look like he's going insane.
Uh-huh.
But he's like, so goddamn funny in that first like 20 minutes of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Or when they get drunk and he wakes up and Matthew Perry's ass hurts.
Yeah.
And he's like, I fell down a flight of stairs. That's the first movie, isn't it? No, that's the second movie.
Yeah, that's not the first.
Because the Stravos, the son, the other son,
Yeah.
fucking Yanni Gogolak's second son.
Gotta go back.
And he's sitting there, he's got like that horse face. They keep calling him, he's like, you look like a horse. He's like, and he wakes up and he's like, what? I fell down a flight of stairs. And he's like, what stairs? And he opens the door. There's no stairs anywhere in sight. And he's like, call the FBI.
Was the wife from the first one in the second one?
Yes.
Okay, she's gorgeous.
She plays Oz's wife in the second one. And she's in on it to kill Yanni Gogolak Sr.
Yeah.
to get that money. Remember the dollar
Mhm.
bills ripped in
Yep.
half and all that shit?
Yeah.
What a great fucking, both of them movies are hysterical.
Yeah, those are sleepers of Bruce Willis.
Definitely. He's
Yeah.
had some weird sleeper movies that he's done for fun. That,
Sin
like,
City.
Sin City's a good movie.
Didn't see the second one.
Motherless Brooklyn. Have you seen that? It wasn't like really released in theaters. It was like Edward Norton original. He wrote it, directed it, everything. And he's really good friends with
I
Bruce
haven't
Willis. So
seen
I'm
it.
sure he's like torn up about everything. But Bruce Willis said, I wish I could do these like movies like you do. He's like, but I got to pay the bills. And Edward Norton has money from like Hulk and shit like that. He still gets money for the Hulk. He's
Fight
he's
Club.
going to be in the.
I was gonna say
Multiverse
I'm
of
still
Madness.
a little torn up about Edward Norton getting one shot at the Hulk.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in the Multiverse of Madness.
That
But-
one was way better than the Eric Bana one.
Oh my god! I had an argument with someone the other day saying that Eric Bana was the best. I was like, "You out of your fucking mind?"
Who was that?
I don't even want to say his
Just
name.
say their fucking name because that's stupid.
So he's
Describe this
He's-
person.
he's like 70% sure, because he doesn't know actors' names and shit like that. He's 70% sure that it's the Eric Bana one. I was just like, the one with Edward. He's like, who's Edward Norton? I was like, all right.
Just say it was the one where
And
he
I
was
said-
fighting mutant dogs,
I was like, was he like
poodles.
neon green looking and real beefy, not like tall and stocky, like he was just real beefy looking?
It's really bright.
I was like, he was like a bright neon green. He was like, I think that's the one I'm talking about. And I'm like, dude, that's the worst one. He's like, that's my favorite one. He was like, I was like, that was the trash one. He's like, you probably like the one with from the 80s from the show. And I was like, of course, because Lou Ferrigno.
Bro,
Like, these kids today, dude, they don't have no
it's
taste,
a
bro.
kid.
He's younger than me. I won't say he's a kid, but
You work with him?
maybe.
You're a fucking idiot.
So he's not
unbelievable.
he's not 100% sure if it's
Okay.
the Ed Banner one, but Ed Banner, whatever the fuck his name is, Eric Bana. But he was like, I think it might be. Now he could have been saying that to piss me off because he knew how heated I was getting. He also said that Captain America sucks. And Iron Man, like he doesn't like. He's like,
You're just talking to the wrong person.
yeah. Pretty much every one of my work is the wrong person. When it comes to stuff like that, they're like,
Yeah, you
those
can't.
superheroes are gay. Hawkeye's gay. I'm like, dude, the Hawkeye show.
So
on
what
Disney
superhero
Plus
do
is
they like?
amazing. They like the Hulk.
Yeah, but they like the wrong one.
Yeah. Well, the one kid was like, "Oh, I like the new Hulk. He's pretty cool." He's like,
The
"But I like,"
Avengers Hulk is
and
really good.
yeah, I love
Being a
Mark Ruffalo.
Hulk, the Incredible Hulk is my favorite of all time. But being a fan of his is not easy because unlike the other characters and whatnot, you weren't getting flooded with shows and movies and all that shit for the Hulk. It was, hey Eric, I mean, how long do we go from Lou Ferrigno playing the Hulk to Eric Bana?
Long time.
That's a long fucking time for someone to have nothing really to
And
see
then
the
they
Hulk in.
tried Ed Norton,
And then
and
you
it was
see
good.
you see the Eric Bana one, you're like, all right, this sucked balls. But I haven't seen the Hulk in anything for, since Lou Ferrigno. And then you get Edward Norton, and I was like, man, that one was fucking cool. I thought that was really good. And then you find out, oh, he's one and done. So now they got to recast. Then you hear, oh, is he even going to get his own movie? Is he going to be in a movie? They might just scrap the Hulk altogether because they can't come up with shit. And then he pops up in the Avengers as like a sidekick.
Yeah. Now he's
kind of like at the forefront.
He's
He
definitely-
got the Thor Ragnarok movie, which is fucking good.
that was a great fucking movie.
Love that movie.
Well, now they're supposed to. So I know that had
Now I don't know what they're doing because now everyone's coming back to play whoever they played in
So,
these universes.
Disney
which-
changed
Eric
their
Bana,
background.
Eric Bana, stay home, miss that thing.
Disney changed their background, and like for the next phase of superheroes, but the Hulk is Mark Ruffalo is like him and Sam and someone else are like the ones running everything now at this point. So he was in the 10 Rings movie. He was in Hawkeye, I think. I think he was in Hawkeye.
Who?
Hulk.
Was he?
I think so.
I didn't see Hawkeye.
The
The
show?
movie, the show.
The
Oh
new
yeah,
show?
I didn't see it.
I think he's like in it, but he's not like he's almost like turning into a Nick Fury character. where
Isn't
he's
Mark
showing up.
Ruffalo in it, but the Hulk's not?
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo has been showing up in these
Okay.
movies. So that
Yeah.
means I heard that they want to do a Planet Hulk type thing. And they want the
Fucked around with that a little bit in Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's what it was kind of loosely based
They
on.
didn't
the
go
Planet
full
Hulk.
in on it
But they're apparently
like people were hoping.
the reason why he's not Professor Hulk anymore is because he saw something in the multiverse future of what is it called? What's he called when he's like got a beard? What's his name? The Hulk
Oh.
turns into a bad like guy basically.
Yeah.
I forget his fucking name. He has a beard and shit.
This is fucking terrible. I can't believe I don't remember.
Me either.
It's some crazy. It's like a crazy name.
Yeah, this guy right here. Maestro,
Maestro.
whatever
Yeah.
the fuck his name is.
Yep.
Maestro. So apparently,
Looks fucking badass.
yeah.
Like he looks
So-
like your grandpa if he was the Incredible Hulk.
I heard that's where they're going with his character is a Maestro, and then
Yeah.
they're going to show how he comes back to being regular Hulk. again.
Well, I mean, Professor Hulk was cool, but they kind of just like threw it in there.
Yeah,
It's like one day he was just, stupid and I'm gonna fucking kill you and I'm raging,
yeah.
and then the next day he's like Einstein,
I think that's where
and yeah,
they got a little confusing with those movies because
Kinda
there's a
just threw that
5-year
in there.
gap.
yeah.
What's cool about the TV shows is like some of it's based in that 5-year gap. So
Which
that explains a lot. I thought Hawkeye was amazing. I really enjoyed Hawkeye.
I'm really disappointed about Black Widow.
Did you watch it?
Not the movie, because I mean, it's kind of hard to be invested in it when it's a prequel to what the fuck happens to Black Widow.
Yeah, unless the multiverse brings it back.
Yeah, I mean, it's comic books, and
We watched-
superheroes. They don't actually ever die.
Did we even watch Black Widow yet?
I wanted to see it, and then I didn't.
I don't think we did.
I mean, it's a prequel to.
In fact, I know we didn't because you really should watch it before you watch Hawkeye.
Because doesn't Jesus. So doesn't the Black Widow movie take place after the Avengers? The first Avengers movie.
I don't know. Never saw it.
Because
I
it
think
either takes
does.
place after the first Avengers or the second Avengers.
It definitely takes place in that area. It takes place before Endgame.
Yeah.
Or it takes place before Infinity War.
Because that's when she goes, right? No,
She
went
dies in
Endgame.
Endgame,
Yeah.
but spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry. If you didn't see that by now, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Well, if you didn't see Black Widow, which I didn't, and it fucked me up when I watched Hawkeye, Natasha's sister disappears in the snap. Hawkeye is after the snap, and it shows her reappearing, and she doesn't know that Natasha's dead. She finds out she's dead, and she's pissed off.
Well, that's fucked.
Yeah. So
Red Skull just stood there.
Red Skull. Oh, I've seen many things in my life.
It's like, dude, you just got abolished to a fucking planet and you're by yourself.
Yeah, I think they actually show some more of that in Hawkeye
What
too.
are you doing today? Just out here on this planet alone.
I saw
Like, holy
something
shit.
really interesting. So you know how in the end of Endgame, Cap travels back in time and
Yeah.
it comes back as old Cap.
Yeah,
Have you
old
seen
guy.
like the videos of how this was planned from the beginning, and he's actually in other movies as old Cap?
No.
Yeah. So you can go back and look at it, you're like,
He's in other Marvel movies?
yes, he's in. So you know, I don't know if it's Winter Soldier or one of the Avengers movies that Captain America's in. Might be Civil War, might be the beginning of Civil War, but he buries Peggy
Okay.
and Cap's in the front holding the casket in the front right corner. Back left corner is an old guy, looks just like Captain America. Back of his head, he's gray hair, he's old. So they said he had to watch her die twice because he went back in time and lived with her the second time. So they've been planning that for a long time. So if you look at the back left corner of the casket, the guy holding the back left corner is old Steve Rogers.
What the fuck?
So this is something that's been planned for a long time. So they knew it was going to happen, and they're saying he went back in time. And you look at other movies, there's like things that are like, they were saying Captain America couldn't have went back in time and just stood there and watched the world go to shit all these times. So in the comic books, there's another alter ego that he was. I forget what it's called, but he wears like a red suit. And they're saying that
Captain America does?
yeah,
Oh.
Steve Rogers does, and he's not Captain America. So the real Captain America is in during that time of when he was already there.
The one where
And when he travels back in time, he's a different character. So he's actually like they're saying like when they go back and show things, they're actually he's in them in certain spots, and he's going to come back as that character in prequel movies. Apparently,
like Chris Evans.
Chris Evans is going to play him. I forget what it's called because he signed a deal with them to do like another like 4 movies or something.
He'll never retire.
I wouldn't. That's got to be making millions of dollars.
I thought he was gonna stop doing Captain America because he wanted to be a producer or director.
And that's the thing is that it's not going to be full movies. It's going to be just a scene here and there of him as a different guy. And you're not going to know it's him until it happens. Until one day he takes his mask off, it's going to be Chris Evans.
He looked at his bank account and was like, "Oh, I don't have to do this makeup and bullshit all the time now.
So now
I'm just gonna do
Robert
scenes
Downey
here."
Jr. How much
there.
fucking money is Robert Downey Jr. have now? Dude was eating dollar cheeseburgers, and then now
It's
he's
like the ultimate comeback story.
ultimate comeback story. The only other person that could make another ultimate comeback story would be Mel Gibson, and I think that time has passed. Which he kind of started doing.
Some people aren't allowed to get second chances. And I feel like Mel Gibson is one of those people that kind of couldn't really get one. He did in a way.
That he, yeah.
But every time a Mel Gibson movie comes out, people are like, well, you can't promote it or throw it out there, support it or nothing, because you're going to have a whole group of people and it's going to get backlash.
Exactly.
So there's no promotion behind Mel Gibson movies.
And
they kind of just pop up.
And you can understand.
I get it.
The stuff that he said.
Yeah. Stuff he said was fucked.
The stuff that he did to those cops.
Sugar tits.
I get it. And there's no excuse for that behavior.
His wife or whatever set him up though.
She definitely set him
with
the
those
fuck
recordings.
Up. But the stuff that he said,
somebody stay so calm.
Well, it's like the shit with Johnny.
So calm
with Johnny
while
Depp.
she's doing that.
with Amber Heard, she 100% lied.
Johnny Depp had to lose. He dropped out of that one role.
He was
And
fired
then
from Pirates
he
of the
lost-
Caribbean.
Yeah, he lost out on so much stuff.
He was fired from the new Fantastic Beast movie.
Yeah, that's what it was. They had to replace him like right away, like during shooting or
Yeah.
some shit.
Which, let me tell you something. I don't even want to go see the movie because the first movie, Johnny Depp's literally only in it for like
The Beast
seconds.
thing?
Yeah, the first
Okay.
Fantastic Beasts, he's only in it for like seconds. Like Colin Farrell actually plays his part pretty much the whole movie. So like he's in disguise as Colin Farrell's character, and Colin Farrell's actually like a respected police officer, detective.
If they found a way to fucking like blacklist Johnny Depp, you mean to tell me there ain't shit out there on Colin Farrell?
That's what I'm saying. Well, Colin Farrell's kind of a comeback story too,
Are you
man.
fucking
He
kidding me?
disappeared for a while now. He's kind of
Yeah.
like making his way back into the. I mean, he was in the Batman. He played Penguin. Out of this world.
I heard you couldn't even tell it was him.
Thought he was one of the best parts of the fucking movie.
The things I heard about that Batman movie was it was really good, but then the people who said they didn't like it was because they didn't like Batman. Everyone seemed to say that they liked Penguin,
I loved.
whether you're on whatever side of the fence on how you like the movie.
I thought the movie was good. I thought it
People
was
like
a
Penguin.
little long. I thought they could have made it a little shorter or put something in there for the storyline. There was a couple things in there that I was kind of like, if you didn't like.
I also heard it was basically more on showing him as a detective than anything.
Yes.
It wasn't so much
So
like the Batman.
So it's
know from
actually
the other movies or
more accurate
cartoons.
to comics
Yeah, he's like a detective guy.
because he's supposed to be the world's greatest detective. Now, here's the thing. It's his second year as being Batman, so he's still learning a lot of stuff. So he doesn't even go by Batman in the movie.
Does he go by Bruce Wayne?
No, well, that's a point, I guess, technically. But they actually, everybody calls him Vengeance.
Man Bat. Oh,
They call him Vengeance. Like in the thing, he's like, I'm Vengeance. So everybody calls him Vengeance. So right now he's a guy that gets like revenge on people that like he tries to help people. And that's really all he does.
He gave himself his nickname.
No, that's what everybody calls him.
Okay.
I don't know. But he does say at one point, I'm Vengeance. He does say that. It's pretty badass because they always hear I'm Batman. So for this movie, they were like, I'm Vengeance.
Does he have throat cancer when he talks as Batman?
No.
Like
He actually sounds
Christian Bale?
very normal. My biggest gripe with the movie was something with Catwoman. But it
Michelle
wasn't.
Pfeiffer was the best Catwoman.
Michelle Pfeiffer was the best. Zoe Kravitz did a wonderful job.
Halle Berry was terrible.
Halle Berry was fucking awful. Zoe Kravitz did a very good job as Catwoman. I really liked her as Catwoman. I loved every single person, actor-wise, they chose for their roles. Loved every single person. I thought Patterson did a great job as Batman. Andy Serkis as Alfred was damn near delectable. That dude can fucking act, bro.
Yeah, Michael Caine.
I didn't like Michael Caine as Alfred.
Well,
Michael
didn't
Caine was
like-
a pussy Alfred. Alfred has always been the guy that helped Batman.
so did you like Alfred in the other Batman movies, or he was actually the old man butler, Alfred?
Yeah, kind
I
of.
forget what his actual name was.
He was in the first four. He was like the one him and
Yeah, Bruce Wayne's face changed all the times as a different fucking
Yeah,
guy. But
same Alfred.
Alfred was the same.
and so was the commissioner. Commissioner Gordon
Yeah.
was the same guy in every movie too.
Yep.
Harvey Dent was a black man in the original. So that
Tommy
made no
Lee
goddamn
Jones
sense.
was an amazing.
He was
Two-Face.
amazing.
He was
And
just in the wrong time period of movie.
The
So
more
it was
I
a
look
cheesy
back,
movie.
yeah, Jim Carrey's was Jim Carrey
loved-
as Enigma. I loved.
I
But
loved
him as the Riddler. I look back on it now and I'm like, he was a little too.
I
cheesy.
loved the cast of those movies. I think it was just the tone of the movies that didn't allow the person to really
I could agree with you on that
be
because I
the
think
full potential.
Val Kilmer and George Clooney are amazing actors. I think Chris O'Donnell's a great actor. Guy played Robin.
Yeah.
And
Now he's on.
I really think it was the writing and the WB
Now he's
just like
arresting
trying
people
to
at
make toys.
Cool
It's-
Jack.
and everybody says that like it was they're trying to make toys. They're trying to find a cash market for toys.
it was
And the
for
script was
kids.
shit.
Yeah, it was for
and
kids.
If it would have been a darker version, we know Jim Carrey can play.
I mean, we were kids when those movies came out. And we loved them.
Yeah.
And then we watched them again, and we're like, that was cheesy as fuck.
Yeah.
He said what?
Yeah,
Like,
they really are shitty movies. Like they're just, and I agree. I don't think it's the act. I mean, Tommy Lee Jones is an Academy Award winning actor.
Obviously, Tommy Lee Jones's
It's
acting wasn't
amazing.
the problem.
And honestly, he was the best part of that movie.
I think he would have been an amazing Two-Face. I
Now.
still liked him in
I
that
think-
movie.
I mean, let me not now. He's pretty fucking old now.
Yeah.
But Tommy Lee Jones, Men in Black 2,
If he was told to play a serious fucking Two-Face and like a darker kind of like if he was Two-Face, Tommy Lee Jones in his prime playing Two-Face in The Dark Knight
would have been awesome.
would have been fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
The so
But
apparently
here we are.
so the new Batman, again, I really enjoyed the movie. I had a few gripes, but someone had to remind me it's year 2 Batman. He's still learning how to be Batman.
Yeah.
He's still making gadgets. I want to see a new Lucius Fox.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. I need to see a young Lucius Fox.
Morgan Freeman. Guys look the same for 50 years.
Nothing. I actually thought Morgan Freeman was one of the better parts of the.
He's
Dark
one of
Knight
the best
series.
part of the whole Christian Bale era.
Did you ever
Batman.
watch the Gotham TV show?
No, I wanted to, but
In my
there's another fucking guy who plays Joker in that.
yeah, and that one's really weird because you're not sure if he is. He's a twin. All sorts of crazy shit. But when I say, as far as I'm concerned, Gotham, the TV show, was one of the best portrayals of a lot of them characters, in my personal opinion.
Well, I've heard that before.
Harvey Dent isn't Two-Face. He doesn't even become Two-Face in the show.
Yeah.
The guy who becomes the Joker, technically, he was great, but it's really confusing because he's a twin and there's 2 of them, and it's fucking really weird. The kid who plays Bruce Wayne, he plays Bruce Wayne as a kid, great. The girl who plays Selena Kyle before she becomes Catwoman, it looks just like Michelle Pfeiffer. And she did a really good job. The guy who plays Alfred is amazing.
Okay.
And these are like mostly unknown people.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Gordon is amazing. The guy who plays Penguin is amazing. Maroney and all them guys, amazing. Everybody in that show, they did it good. They just, the last season was just got weird.
It's not even around anymore, is it?
No, but
Gotham?
apparently they're making a Gotham-esque type show for HBO Max. It's going to be rated like TVMA.
Oh.
But it's going to be kind of based in the same type of, like, before Batman's Batman, where like these characters were around for years, becoming the Penguin, becoming like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's taking the same idea, but it's supposed to be in before everything changed, it was supposed to be in Affleck's universe.
Oh.
So it's supposed to be a young Affleck Batman coming up with these villains turning into these crime bosses and shit like that.
Everyone's getting like an origin story.
Pretty
in
much.
Batman's like universe. Where the fuck is Mr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze in Gotham was awesome.
Okay, so he is in that.
He's in almost everybody's in that show.
Except for
Clayface.
Really? Clayface. He's another deep cut.
Yeah, Clayface. Scarecrow actually might be my favorite Scarecrow.
Really? Well,
I mean, I like the guy.
it's really just him or Batman Begins.
I like the idea of it, but he looked more like the cartoon in the comic book. His mask was more like the comic book.
Well, the cartoon, he just straight up looked like a scarecrow.
Yeah, so it's like a dude who like his dad did shit with chemicals, and then he ends up fucking him up, and like then he like goes crazy over it. So it's almost like Joker-esque.
Yeah.
But he like wears this crazy scarecrow mask. It's pretty cool. They got
So-
the Mad Hatter in it. Like the guy who plays the Penguin is fucking great.
Danny DeVito.
Well, that's what I was talking to Troy about. I was like, he's like, I heard Colin Farrell was like stole the movie. I was like, Colin Farrell was great. I was like, might be the best Penguin. He's like, better than Danny DeVito. And Troy hates like the Michael Keaton Batman era. He's like,
All right, his
he's
opinion
like, you
is
know, I
now,
love Danny DeVito.
his opinion is doesn't matter now.
Sometimes I feel like he just does it to piss me off.
Good.
But he's like, Mr. Mom as Batman don't make any goddamn sense. And I was like, fuck you. I mean, to the point where Amber was texting me like, you need to chill out. I can hear you.
I mean, you can say, hey, Mr. Mom, but he was
he was
multiplicity.
fucking great Batman.
You're gonna say
Troy's out of his goddamn
the
mind.
dumbass putting a slice of pizza in his wallet is Batman.
That was the fucking, I love that movie. She touched my peppy, Steve. I like pizza. I like pizza. And he's drinking a whole 2-liter Coke.
that movie doesn't get talked about enough
It
for comedy.
really fucking doesn't. It's a great movie. But I really, really enjoyed the new Batman. I would suggest people see it. It's a really good
I'm gonna have to
year
watch
two
the-
Batman. Again, Andy fucking Serkis as Alfred. And I love Jeremy Irons Batman's Alfred in the Justice League movies, the
Wow.
new one. Jeremy Irons, hands down, is probably my favorite. But Andy
Favorite
Serkis,
Alfred?
yeah, Andy Serkis as Alfred, you could tell Jeremy Irons, he's an older Alfred, that he definitely did some shit back in his day when he was younger with Batman, but now he's like getting to the point where Michael Caine was at. See, Michael Caine was, he didn't want him to be Batman. Now,
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons, he's the older Batman. He's been Batman for 20 years. He saw what happened when he lost Robin and this and that. Jason Todd, he loses. Like, he's been through all that shit already, apparently, which is the rumor that Jared Leto's Joker from Suicide Squad was actually Jason Todd Joker. That, and he was going to turn into the Red Hood type thing. It was supposed to be. There was a rumor that was the way they were going with
Well,
that,
that
but
would
we'll
be
never
good.
know now.
Yeah, that would be good.
Well, we might. They might try to make that part of the universe with the Flash shit. But so you could tell he had been through a lot of shit. He saw a lot of death, and he was like, I think it's time for you to chill out, man. Whereas Michael Caine was like that from fucking Batman Begins, basically.
Yeah.
And he didn't want him to have anything to do with it, like, the whole time. And I'm like, Lucius Fox in Gotham is awesome. That guy did a great Lucius Fox.
Morgan Freeman.
Maybe it's Morgan Freeman Jr. I don't know. I mean, the guy did a wonderful job. And he's helping Bruce Wayne from when he's a kid, basically. So he's really early into the stages of it. The guy who plays the Riddler in Gotham, awesome. Guy who plays the Riddler in the Batman,
Dude,
awesome.
can we talk about that? I haven't seen the Batman movie. I was supposed to, but some shit happened and I wasn't able to. But the Riddler in the Batman movie,
Oh, my sunshine.
is that who it is?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. No. All I was Jesus Christ. No, I keep seeing the comparison to Trailer Park Boys as Green Bastard. The Riddler just looks like Bubbles when he's the Green Bastard. And then I saw a picture of the Green Bastard and the Riddler, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, it was just like the Green Bastard.
I think his name's Paul something. I forget his name.
The Green Bastard is fighting with Batman.
So you don't see his face the whole movie until the very end.
What, the Riddler?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's kind of weird, but it's setting. So a lot of things, because like I said, it's year 2 Batman. It's setting up the future for how these guys are going to be. So I don't want to give too much away because I haven't seen it yet, but the, like, when you finally see him and stuff starts getting real, you're like, this dude's crazy. And he's really like a crazy version of the Riddler, which Gotham's Riddler turned into that. Like, he turned nuts. Like, he was actually more of a schizophrenic in Gotham.
It's still, his whole gimmick is still the riddles thing and all that.
Yes,
shit,
it's
right?
a lot of questions, a lot of riddles,
Yeah.
like, but they're real deep though. Like, they're hard. Like, some of them are easy.
Because the Jim Carrey ones, those are stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Val Kilmer didn't help too much with that either. I mean, to be honest.
Jesus Christ.
The fucking
Tom Cruise level almost.
yeah. The Batman though, hands down. Loved Patterson as Batman. Thought he did a really good job. Very interested to see where it goes. I hope it lasts more than one fucking movie.
See, the other big thing that I would hear from people that didn't like that Batman movie was that Robert Pattinson can't play anything other than a douchebag vampire.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Go, if anyone wants to know how good of an actor Robert Pattinson is, go watch a movie called Lost City of Z.
I don't know what that is.
You won't even know it's him until about 40 minutes into the movie. You'll be like, that's him?
It's like World War Z.
No. It's about it's actually if I remember correctly, it's the guy who plays Jax Teller in Sons of Anarchy, searching for this lost city that like his father found or something, and he was trying to find his father. It's in like South America somewhere. The guy that's with him through the whole fucking thing, like helping him, It's Robert Pattinson. I did not realize it was him until like 30, 40 minutes into the movie.
Huh.
I was like, I'm looking at him like, how do I fucking know that? Who is that? And I'm looking at him. I'm like, that's fucking Cedric Diggory from fucking Harry Potter.
What's that douchebag fucking vampire again?
Did you know he fucking hated them movies?
What, Twilight?
Yeah, he tried to like get fired from them.
He
and
probably
shit.
just did them because of the money they're making
Well,
from girls being fucking stupid.
He did the Harry Potter movie. Then he did the Twilight movie.
That was the phase of every girl wanted to fuck a vampire for some reason.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting it to be like as big as it got. And then lo and behold, it did. And then he had to sign a contract to do more movies. Apparently, the second movie, he was so miserable. He was so pissed off. He's like, this movie's fucking stupid. This is not what I signed up to do. And he hated it so much that it actually was, it's visible in the movies. Number one, Amber watches them all the time. And she was like, look, you can tell how fucking miserable he is just in the movie alone. So the first movie, he's like normal. He's acting.
Yeah.
The second movie and the third movie, they actually had to, like, his agent had to like sit him down and say, you have to change your attitude or you will never work in this town again.
Probably just made him smoke some weed or something before.
Probably, because I mean, he's very vocal about how much he hates them fucking movies. He's like, don't even bring that fucking movie
Who's
up.
the girl in those movies? Because she's like hated.
Everybody hates her because she went all fucking cuckoo and like weird.
Like, what happened to her?
Kirsten Stewart. I just saw her in a movie not too long ago. She's like, she seems to be normalizing a little bit.
Like, what the fuck happened? Did she just lose her shit? And people just
she like shaved her
blacklisted
head,
or
and then she was like, I'm a lesbian now. And now she's not. Like, it was like,
so she's not a lesbian.
you want to know what happened?
Like, what city stunt? Because she was fading and needed to do something to get her name out there.
Probably. Charlie's Angels, I think it was the new Charlie's Angels. I think she's in it. She plays like Drew Barrymore's kind of part.
Oh.
She wasn't bad in it. It's a decent movie. She's not a bad actress. She's just definitely, you know what I think it is? Too fucking young. Too young, and they became super famous and rich. Too young, and it fucks them up when that happens, man.
Yeah, because it seems like she gets a lot of fucking hatred. And I never saw the Twilight movies really, so I'm just,
I mean, look at the dude who played Daniel Radcliffe, played Harry Potter. He was a drunk at like 17 years old because of the Harry Potter movie.
I just saw something about him saying he does not ever want to play Harry Potter ever again.
Yeah.
Because of, I don't know, something to do with being like a possessed child or whatever the fuck it was something weird.
There's the new movie coming out. It's called The Cursed Child.
Okay.
It's a book that already is out.
Okay.
It's actually a play, and he's rumored to be reprising his role as Harry Potter and as an older Harry Potter. And he doesn't want to do it, but I think they're going to throw money at him and he's going to do it. Because there was a picture posted of him in like Harry Potter clothes now.
Like, he seems like he doesn't like Harry Potter.
Yeah, I mean, almost ruined his life. Almost killed him.
Oh,
well, again,
made him who he is too.
Yeah, can't disagree with that.
Tobey Maguire
syndrome. Look at Tobey Maguire. He became a fucking alcoholic too, man. He's a mess. He looks like shit.
I should have stayed as Spider-Man. Fuck.
No, he looks bad. Willem Dafoe looks better than fucking Tobey Maguire, dude. Willem Dafoe's like 75 years old, man. Jesus. Willem Dafoe looks fucking great, man.
Why was he never the Joker?
And I don't agree with this because
you just throw some face. He's just like Jack Nicholson. You throw some clown makeup on him and he looks like the Joker. He could just step on set and be himself. And
he really wants to do it. And people are really pushing for him to be the Joker in the Patterson universe. I think he's too old.
Yeah, he might be now. I mean,
now
who knows?
Now, don't get me wrong.
They do have CGI and all that other crazy shit now.
Put him in Batfleck's universe as the real Joker. Jared Leto's the Jason Todd Joker, and try to make that work with a Flashpoint thing.
Yeah,
I'm down for that because then he would be a little older than Batman because at this point Batman's supposed to be in his 50s.
So say that they put Nicholson in the Michael Keaton multiverse or whatever the fuck timeline. Would that throw off the Ben Affleck and
no,
William
because
Dafoe
Nicholson would be Keaton's, which he is Keaton's 89 Batman, Earth 89's Joker.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe could be Earth 1, which is rumored to be Affleck's. I think it's Affleck's.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then, yeah.
Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe would actually be Jack Nicholson's Joker. You know what I'm saying? In one universe, Jared Leto could be Jason Todd Red Hood. In another universe, he could be the Joker from Suicide Squad. And in another universe, he could be a futuristic version of the Jason Todd still as Joker in the Justice League. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can play multiple characters, and different people can play them as well. And that's what's
Obviously.
great about a multiverse, because you
Yeah.
can have different people playing them and this and that, and it could be confusing, and it'll eventually come together.
I feel like that's just a creative way of trying to fix your fuck ups.
100%. But I would
You
take
really
that.
fucked this up. All right, well, we're gonna make a multiverse. So I guess
Yeah,
we'll
we're just everybody's gonna be able to travel
rewrite
through
it
time. We're gonna
and-
fix shit. So
Just gonna do the Terminator. We're just gonna apply the Terminator to everybody, and we'll go through time and we'll fix it.
what I'm really hoping comes out of this is, so Michael Keaton, it is fact now that he is doing Flash. It is fact that he's in the new Supergirl movie as Batman.
Supergirl's getting a movie?
Yep.
Jesus.
She's in the Flash too. She's Superman in, as far as I know, there is no Superman in Michael Keaton's universe. There's a Supergirl, Superwoman, and she's supposed to,
There's a Superwoman in Michael Keaton's universe?
yeah, instead of Superman.
Who the fuck was that? I don't remember saying that.
It's whoever Supergirl
They're just
is.
gonna cast her now?
Whoever Supergirl is, that's who it is. It's, yeah, she's
Oh.
new. She's brand new. But I
Wow.
think it's the chick from the TV show. Or
Yeah.
no, the chick from the TV show is also in it in someone else's universe, I think. It's very confusing. The Flash from the TV
So
show,
they're just gonna import her into Michael
the
Keaton's
movies.
universe.
Yeah.
So she's just fell into 89.
Yes, because Crash on Infinite Earths, the TV show,
Brain
is the
hurts.
Flash TV show. They've already done this already.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was actually Kevin Conroy played. Michael Keaton was supposed to do it, and it got so much buzz behind it that they said we should just do this with a movie. Turned it into the Flash movie, and then Kevin am I saying his last name right? The guy who did the voice for Batman for
I was gonna say the cartoon.
Yeah.
Batman?
yeah, he plays a live action version of Batman in Crash on Infinite Earths TV show.
How the fuck?
Yeah, it's interesting.
How?
I forget which Earth Batman it is, but he's actually like got robot arms. Yeah, it's like a weird.
'Cause that guy looks pretty old.
He was old. So what I'm really hoping comes from this is what everything's rumored and pointing
Mark
towards.
Hamill was Joker,
Well, I'm sure they're going to show a show with him. as
and then
Mark
he
Hamill.
shows up at the end as Cockknocker.
That'd be funny as hell. But someone's going to get sued on that one.
Fucking Miramax.
If the Flash thing all works out and the Supergirl movie works out with Michael Keaton's turning more into like a Nick Fury guy where he kind of just shows up at things. But I think he's going to be the one that figures out like the time travel with the Flash, and he's going to be going to different universes. The theory is he's an old Batman.
Michael Keaton is just going to pimp slap
He's
people
a
in different
a
universe.
retired Batman at this point, and he's going to be the Batman for Batman Beyond.
Okay, yeah, that makes so he's going to be the old guy.
He's going to be the old Batman from.
That's when I stopped watching the cartoon.
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's a good show. It actually is a pretty good show.
Like, oh, Batman the animated series. This is probably like the GOAT cartoon of my childhood.
Yeah.
And then
Batman Beyond comes out.
Batman Beyond comes out, and Bruce Wayne's old as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got some other, and I'm like,
did you ever read the or did they actually?
That's when I started watching wrestling.
They made
you guys lost me.
Animated movie about the it's called The Dark Knight Returns, and it's about Batman being older.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of those animated movies.
So that's where they're heading.
Wanted
with
to.
Michael Keaton. I have them somewhere. I've seen them. They're pretty good.
That Killing Joke movie is in my fucking
Love the Killing Joke.
watch list forever.
Love
Because Mark Hamill does the Joker in that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That's a fucking really good one. I saw that in theaters.
Best Joker.
Best Joker.
I think.
That's why I hope he does something.
It's kind of hard though because it's a cartoon.
Yeah, but
I'm just gonna have a car. It could be like Roger Rabbit, and you just have a cartoon Joker just walk on the set.
you could
Like, what the fuck?
you could even do it as a toy, or you're watching TV.
You could do that. You could do that.
Because I mean, universes could just be anything. You didn't watch
Say-
Loki yet, right?
No, that made me think of the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street movies where Johnny
Oh,
Depp
God,
pops up on
yeah.
the TV
This is your
and he
brain
was
on
one of the
drugs.
victims or whatever. So it's like, yeah, they could do that in the background. You see a kid
That's
watching the show.
really
and-
how I feel they're going to do the whole original Superman and original Batman stuff. It's going to be like a TV in the background where they're showing like, oh, this is Earth 69, this is Earth 72.
you see Adam West on the TV. or
Yeah, I
something.
think that's how it's going to be. Like they're going to be monitoring all the different universes on a bunch of TVs in the Batcave or something, and that's how you're going to see certain things.
Jesus Christ.
I think that's how it's going to be.
So who's sitting in the cave watching all these different Batmans on different screens? Who's playing God? Morgan Freeman.
Sure ain't Alfred. That
Like
motherfucker's
who
dead.
the fuck? It's
I think,
all a subplot of Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman shows up and he's
I-
just
Well,
he's
that's
God.
so I know Crash on Infinite Earths, they included the 89 Batman world with Michael Keaton. It wasn't the original storyline they were supposed to do where he was supposed to be a big part of it, like but Kevin Conroy stepped in for it.
Yeah.
But what they were saying was what happened was they actually showed a newspaper and it was a picture of Michael Keaton in the newspaper as Bruce Wayne. And it said
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne marries Selena Kyle.
Damn.
So in the TV show, apparently he marries Selena Kyle.
Yeah, well, that was always teased like Batman and
Yeah.
Catwoman have a thing.
Yeah.
You picked the wrong one there, Batman. I want Harley
And on that note, and on that note, I think it's a good place to end. Batman takes a lot of time up on my podcast usually, and
Yeah, there could be a lot of topics to talk about.
but we're gonna try to keep doing this. We'll try to do it more as often as we can and try to do it. We'll get better at this.
We're gonna do it live.
We're gonna that is a goal of mine, by the way.
Okay.
Uh
I'm only 10 minutes away.
yeah. So my name's Tony C.
And I'm Nick D.
And this is our stupid fucking podcast where we just talk about whatever we want.
It's very fucking stupid.
And we hope you guys enjoy it. And if you don't, I really don't fucking care.
Yeah, I was never a known giver of fucks.
Yeah.
And
so
I don't see that changing.
I'm here to enjoy some conversation and have some beers. And
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some beers. I'm a
so we'll
fan.
see how this comes out.
I can do this. If this is considered work, I could do this for sure.
I could do this all fucking night.
Yeah.
And still go to work tomorrow. Like actually,
That's the thing. I'm trying to just not go to work tomorrow and this just be it. That would be the dream. I don't know how the fuck you're gonna cut all this.